Yeah, easy for her to say. It'd be a good idea to pick up some extra things and have a little bit of extra food on hand. But how do you even get started with food storage? I have no idea. Oh, have a little extra on hand. Like, that's so easy to do. What would even be the first step? It's like this big mystery to me. It's not like I'm Sherlock Holmes or anything. I don't even know what to do. Hi, I'm Amy on A Lolly Life, and today we are going to talk about the mystery behind food storage. We're going to answer a few questions about how to get started and the best ways to do it. Clue number one. Clue number one. Oh, actually, I don't really need a magnifying glass. It's actually pretty large. I am sure that we are going to need this magnifying glass at some point. Clue number one. Pick a food item that you use regularly. Oh, hey. Another clue. Not from the refrigerator. Something that stores on the shelf. Oh, of course. This is my son's go-to cereal. So most mornings, he has a bowl of mini spooners for breakfast. So we use a fair number of mini spooners. We use them regularly. And, well, since he's done that for years, I don't think it's likely to change anytime soon. Mini spooners! So that's our item. With this, I found another clue. Figure out the shelf life. And how in the world are we supposed to do that? That we do with our magnifying glass. Somewhere on the package is going to be a best if used by date right here. Best if used by. And then it has like these teeny little tiny things that you cannot read. Usually the best if used by date is printed very, very tiny, which is why you need the magnifying glass. Unless you have like Superman vision. October 2022. So that would be, let me think, math. Well, that's 7 months away, or at least it is when I'm making the video. But it's possible that this particular bag has been sitting around for a month or so it might be even 8 months, but it looks like it's at least 7 or 8 months that is the shelf life. There's another way that you can find out what the shelf life of your food is besides the magnifying glass and the best if used by date. And that is, you can do a quick internet search. But I think that finding the best if used by date at the grocery store, at the ones that you're actually purchasing at the grocery store, that's the best way to get it. But you can get a pretty good idea from the one that you have in your cupboard. If you use it regularly, you can assume that it probably hasn't been in the cupboard too long. Clue number 3. Decide how many you would use. How many you would use during that time period. And so if you have 7 or 8 months of time before they would expire, before the package of food would expire as far as the best if used by date, then how many would you use during 7 to 8 months? I know that you actually can eat the food after the best if used by date, but the idea is to make sure that the food doesn't go stale before you can use it, and so you want to try and use up the food before the best if used by date. How many packages of mini spooners do we use in 7 to 8 months? How many packages do we use in a month? That is a good question. I need to ask him. Hold on. Hey, Jeffrey. How many packages of mini spooners do you use a month? How fast do you go through a package of mini spooners?
No idea.
Like maybe one every 2 weeks?
I don't know. I don't keep track.
Well, that wasn't helpful.
Sorry.
We're going to have to make a guess. I'm going to guess that he uses about one of these bags every 2 weeks. So that would be 2 per month. Or maybe it's every 3 weeks. It's probably every 2 to 3 weeks he starts a new bag. That would be 14 bags of mini spooners. Okay, that is a lot of mini spooners. Guess we need to go get them. Oh, wait. Here by the car keys is another clue. 5 Find a place to store them. Oh, we can't go buy them yet? Guess not. Find a place to store them. That's our cereal spot in the cupboard, and it's pretty full. And granted, it probably has a couple extra right now because, well, somebody found Frosty cereal. And of course, if you find a new cereal like Wendy's Frosty cereal, you have to try it. I have no idea if it's any good. But there's not a lot of space right there to store. And there's not a lot of space in the other places in the cupboard to store. Yeah, no place there to store it. No place there. I think it's time to get creative with our storage ideas because there's nothing in the pantry or our kitchen cupboards to store packages of mini spooners. So let's see what else we have. Let's try the laundry room, which is right off the kitchen, so it's easy. There's this cupboard. And yeah, no, that one's pretty full too. And there's this cupboard. And that one's pretty full too. There's this. Oh. Oh, maybe I need to grab a chair. Let's look up there. And voila! Just like that, I have found a spot to put packages of mini spooners. Now, I don't know if I can actually store 14. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could probably store 6. I might even be able to store 8. I don't think I can store 14 though. So, we're gonna go with what I have room to store. And that is probably 6 or 8. Yeah, let's start with 6. We're gonna start with 6. And I just found another clue. Clue number 5. Buy the number you decided on. Well, like I said, we decided on that maybe he would use like 14 of them or so. Oh, we don't have room to store 14. We have room to store maybe 6 or 8. We're going to start with 6. So we're going to buy 6. Now we get to go get the cards. Ranger. I'm going to bring in the cereal. You're coming with me to go get the cereal? Let's do it. Go on in. Go on in. Go on in. Bags of cereal gotten from the store. Now we just need to get them put away. Just like that, we figured out the mystery behind food storage. Ta-da! And there is one more thing that you should keep in mind. So like if I were to buy more oatmeal, I would want to make sure that my brand new oatmeal thing was in the very far back. And so I would take all the other oatmeals out, and then I would start with whatever one I bought, I didn't actually buy oatmeal, so we're pretending. This is the newest one. This is the one I just purchased. So we'll put it way in the back. And then we put the other ones in. And yes, it does take just a minute longer to put the groceries away, but it's worth it. You don't do this all at once. You pick something, maybe one thing a month or 2 things a month, and you stock up on that particular item. And so if, say, canned vegetables are on sale and you guys use canned vegetables, then you would be like, oh, well, then that's what we're going to be stocking up on this month. And then you go to the store and you get all these canned vegetables, only as much as you can use before they expire. The idea is not to get so much food that it just starts going stale in your cupboard and you just become overwhelmed with the amount of food shoved in the back of your pantry. That is not the plan. And so, we have now solved the mystery of how to do food storage. See you next time on A Lolly Life.